All right, chapter 166. This one is just called et. Like et cetera, like and. I don't know. Okay, so we cut away briefly from this insane V plus mysterious monster versus ragtag group of ghouls and doves hanging out. Heading to the toxic oviduct. Eggs are produced at the root. We need to search underground at the stem instead of at the surface. Okay. They're on their little squad. Guys, please. Okay, so this is the owl. And they said we'll have to use her. So who is this? Is this Rise? I don't think so. Because it feels weird that, like, they... There was the initial dude called the Owl, who was her dad, to be fair. And then they made, like, a new owl in Aogiri, or... that's not what it's called. What was that called? The ghoul cult thing. Out of what's-his-face, Cowardly Spectre Man. And then he was the owl for a bit. And now, this new owl... It feels weird for them to be like, yeah, guess what, Rise? That's the third owl. It feels like your previous owl's lost. You should... Oh, there was yet another owl. There was his son. So this is like the fourth owl. I don't know. But is it Rise? If it was just someone else, it would make sense. But with Rise, it kind of feels like... I don't know. This thing's owning them, though. Oh my gosh. See, this is the kind of, like, big losses on the side of our heroes that I expect to see. People just getting chunks taken out of them with dodgeballs. I really like the perspective of this shot. This is hype. The motion blur, too, showing that Ui, Inspector Ui, Special Inspector Ui, I think that's their name. I always forget if it's a boy or a girl, but, you know, that's just the name of the game with the series. Lots of very interesting gender-bending stuff throughout the entire run. Appreciate that. It's unclear if it's like a fetish or a statement or what, but I support it either way. Yeah, this is bad. They lay down some suppressing fire. I just farted. I hope it doesn't show up on the mic, but whatever. If you're watching this, you're a real Keats the fan. You can tolerate a bit of background flatulence. What a great YouTube channel this is. Yeah, this is gnarly. They're getting sliced and diced. And this thing has guns. It threw parts of itself at first. And now it's just got, like, Gatling guns. The one-eyed owl. This isn't just a distraction. Command center's under attack. They've come to crush us. Okay. They're down a lot. She has no more I mean... Is this owl really that similar to previous owls? The first owl was just kind of like a dude in an owl mask, and he just had a really crazy Kagune and was really strong. But he wasn't like a kaiju. And then since then, it's just becoming more and more monstrous that I question whether you have the most experience fighting the owl. Oh wait, so the one-eyed owl, this is his son. This is owl version 2. Oh my, I'm getting... I hope nobody's raging at me right now, because I'm getting my owls mixed up. I need my degree in aviation to kick back in. But yeah, they never took down the one-eyed owl. They never took out his son, the OG owl's son, right? I think. So this is that owl. But when they said, oh, we'll need to use her, what did that mean? Because that's a dude owl. I don't know. The more I talk, the more ignorant I sound. The important thing is that it's here and it's gonna fuck them up. Okay, you guys are Investigator Ui. Here again, we see the counter ghoul squads, you know, organizational tactics. Suzuya is on the flank. Kagune will make good shields. This is cool. Because he confirmed, Ui boy, Ui was like one of the most skeptical about working with ghouls and one of the most like hesitant ideologically to trust them or whatever. So here it's not even like we're comrades, but like we will take the blunt of the attack to shield you. Alright, you Toms. Because we're like built for that. Nice. I think this is something the series really excels in. Is like... Sorry, I don't want to talk with my mouth full. The series is so much about like interpersonal conflict, and that these big kind of group social conflicts of like humans versus ghouls or this faction versus that faction play out not just as like structure versus structure, but as a group of individuals versus another group of individuals. And I think the way they make that work is through little moments like this that they can pepper in there without really breaking the overall flow of the battle, without taking away that like energy and momentum, but still just putting like a little bit of spotlight on certain characters or paying off certain moments or whatever. I think it's really good, and I think that's something that is going to stand out to me a lot more in a reread, you know, because like then I can really see the full network of like what all these little moments added up to. Okay. Kisho Arima isn't here. It's up to us. Ui's big moment. I like it. I like it. I think the series also does a great job of like really honoring these side characters, you know? A character that never got, you know, well, I don't know, maybe he did get a volume cover or something, but was never like a main character in like a major sense, and it was never like a protagonist to speak of. And yet in the background has just been having a full and complete character arc, and that gets like really significantly paid off, that you're like, damn, I know what it means for her to have this. Oh my god, her. For him, Ui is typically a girl's name. It's screwing me up. For him to like have this super triumphant opportunity to have an opportunity for catharsis after, you know, years of kind of being in Arima's shadow and trying to be like the next Arima and really dealing with a whole lot of shit heaped onto his plate. And, you know, now in this extremely awkward position where he feels like he's compromised so much of his ethics and morals and stuff, but like, goddamn, at least I can get revenge. At least I can finish off this fucking one-eyed owl. One of Kisho's men, how ironic. I'm the one to take out someone trained by that traitor. Yeah, so this is one big mystery that it's like kind of like we know all the pieces, but it hasn't really explicitly been like explained to us as like the Garden, this weird organization where a lot of Squad Zero was trained, I think, and Arima was trained, and like Rize was there for a while, and we like know now kind of what it means for someone to like be from the Garden. And we know that it's like connected to V, and this is why the V mook here is like, oh, it's you. But like, we still don't really know like what it's for, or like who is in charge of it, or what it's doing now, you know, or like where is it. So I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna get answers to those or not. Okay, this guy is tough. These black hats are actually fighting back and not just getting sliced into itty-bitty pieces anymore. Ooh. This is cool choreography. I like this fighting with a dagger. Poor guy. Wish you were on your honeymoon, huh? Kid's a millisecond slow. Take down. Yusa Arima. Look a lot like Hisho when he was a boy. I used to train him. Stronger than you. This is good too. This is also something. Just in the same kind of like peppering without breaking the overall flow. I think something that also is very signature of the series is having moments of like grotesqueness or creepiness or just like haunting, unnerving moments that just kind of like pop in the middle of like an extended fight sequence. And this is like the kind of special sauce that I think really brings together the aesthetics of this world. Because how many times have we seen a shonen series that has a very cool, unique aesthetic, but then when it gets to the fight scenes, which are often, you know, almost the majority of the series, it just feels like anything else. It's just like choreographed slashing and kicking and stuff. So it's like little moments like this, or in the equivalent of One Piece, it's like little comedic moments, I think, are similar, that really make it feel unique, even if it is just some dude's sword fighting. Like that's fucked up, dude. It went through his shoe. This is like leaning in. It's creepy. It's creepy. It's good. My name is my pride. Again, just like a nice little arc unfolding with this character that I honestly can't appreciate. I think I'll appreciate it more on a reread. Kagune won't hold. Oh, Banjo! Bro, he was never a fighter, but he was a shield. His defensive Kagune coming through. Healing others. I like that. I really liked Banjo as a character. He had such like a kind of loose arc, you know? Like, he wasn't significantly involved in every time, but you had such a good sense of who he was that every time you saw him, you were like, glad he's doing well. You know? Like, you just had a sense of what kind of person he is and how he must be reacting to everything and stuff. And that's just good character writing. There's no manga that's expansive enough in the world to just tell you everything about every character. You have to write characters that can exist on their own, you know, off the page, and still feel real to people. If it's a Kakuja, it has a main body. The neck, okay. Yeah, this is Owl 2. Yeah. This is not Cowardly Inspector Man, whose name is like right here, an inch above my brain. But this is the one-eyed owl. Right. Okay. Ui launches a coordinated attack with Suzuya. Will it be enough? They slice up the owl's neck. A cross? Round 2? What? There's like a woman's body with a cross for a head. Now I'm like less sure that I understand what it is they're fighting. Ooh. Round 2. This is great. I love when the art gets like scribbly. It has such like a kineticism to it. Okay. Alright. Okay. I think me being lost as to what the fuck they're fighting exactly is not my own ignorance entirely. It is also just no one understands what it is they're fighting, so I'm a little relieved. The cross makes me think, obviously, of Donato, who's like a senior clown, and... Senior clown, what an odd thing to say. And a creepy child eater, and, you know, pretty significant role in the story. He already had, like, pretty big climactic battle with Ure, and Amon was there, too? I can't remember now. So it's like, I don't know, is he going to have a significant role in the story still? Or is it like another cross iconography that I'm not thinking about right now? Let's find out in the next chapter.